Did the ATF lie to Congress or did they lie to a USA Today fact checker? Let's go ahead and talk about it. What is up, Wolverines? I'm supposed to be boarding an airplane in a couple days to go down to Georgia to hang out with the crew. But I don't know if that's going to happen because there's a little thing called a hurricane happening right now. And the weather is very volatile, but you know what else is volatile? The stock market. You like that hook, didn't you? So, if you want to diversify your IRA or 401k, you can do that by adding gold or silver to your portfolio. So, I opened up an Advantage IRA with Lear Capital. Lear Capital has been so kind to sponsor this channel. So, if you want to open up a Advantage IRA, buy some physical gold or silver, you can always call Lear at 1-800-741 0551. That's 1-800-741-0551. They have over $3 billion in sales and a huge load of happy customers. Perfect rating on Trustpilot, or almost perfect rating. They've been in the business for 25 years. And if you do call 1-800-741-0551, you can get your free gold or silver investment kit. And if you meet the minimums, you can get free shipping on your order and up to $15,000 in bonus silver. They're an American-made company, and they do believe in the Second Amendment. And I always say support the companies that support the Second Amendment, and Lear Capital is definitely one of them. If you don't want to call, you can always just go down and check out the link down below in the description. A couple years ago, I wrote a story about Walmart and how Walmart was shutting down about 20% of the stores that sold firearms, and they were transferring those 4473s to the ATF. The ATF would take those 4473s and scan them and upload them in PDF format. That kind of disturbed me, and so I wrote an article about it. Everything was based on leaks. Michael Cloud, who is a Republican representative from Texas, sent a letter to the ATF demanding to know what was going on. The ATF responded with that they had about 1 billion records in the out of business office, and they were working to scan them. The majority of those files were already scanned, but they still had a couple 100 million to go before they were all scanned and uploaded into the database. GOA said, "This sounds like a registry to us." The USA Today then fact-checked the GOA's claim and wrote that the claim was false. And now, thanks to a FOIA request, we know how the USA Today came to that conclusion. The fact-checker emailed a couple people over the ATF and said, "Do you guys have a database?" The people that the fact-checker emailed was former Chief of the Public Affairs Division, April Langwell, and former ATF Associate Deputy Director Thomas Chinham. April Langwell now works as the Director of Communications for the United States Marine Corps, and Thomas Chinham is now a VP of ShotSpotter, which is a technology that really doesn't work. I wrote an article about that. You can go ahead and check that out at mln.com. So first, Thomas Chinham said, "We don't have a database," and handed it over to April Langwell. April Langwell said, "We don't have a database. We finished scanning everything in 2017. There's no database. They're just uploaded in PDF format." The funny thing is, if you have Adobe, you can turn on OCR, which will scan it, which is something that April Langwell claimed that the ATF did not do. They said that they never OCR'd any documents. But what they didn't tell the USA Today is, in 2 simple steps, you can OCR any PDF. And this is the format that they are keeping them in. Then there is also the other issue that they told Representative Michael Cloud's office that they were still digitizing the records. The USA Today fact checker did request clarification on this, and April Langwell basically just said, No, we were done in 2017, and the fact checker never ever followed up on why there was a discrepancy in the letter that the ATF supplied to Congress and what they were telling the USA Today. That should have been a red flag, but for the USA Today, it was not. So either the fact checker does not understand OCR technology and how PDFs work, and does not think it's a big deal that she was getting other information that Congress was not getting. Basically, she was getting different information than Congress. But for whatever reason, she just said, all right, that's fine, and went back and wrote her little hit piece on GOA, the little fact check on GOA that popped up on Facebook every time you looked at it. Which brings me to my final point, is that we need to fact check the fact checkers. The fact checkers are not the end all be all of the truth. Usually the truth lies somewhere in between. And in this case, USA Today had an anti-gun agenda. Yes, I was in the middle of shooting this video when I had breaking news yesterday, and this video is taking me like 6 hours to film because I keep on getting interrupted. So I'm going to end this here before we get interrupted again. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And with that said, stay ever vigilant, stay ever free, keep in the fight. I love you very much, and Wolverine's mother.